Good evening, or good afternoon, or morning, depending on when you're watching this. My name is Nathan Lorenzen. I've been storm chasing for the last 16 years of my life in the greater Indiana and Illinois area. Storm chasing can be very exciting, but it can also be very dangerous. So please do not do it unless you're properly trained, or just leave it to us, the professionals. Being able to see a visual manifestation of fluid dynamics in the atmosphere above your head is one of the greatest things that I can't even begin to explain. It also has a dark side. It can turn on you quicker than that feral cat that you befriend in the alley behind your house. The very thing that you gawk at out in the field can turn deadly. It can kill people. It can change lives. That's the side that I have fortunately not really come across yet as of now. Can't guarantee that that will last, but I have to mentally prepare myself for the day that that might happen. But in this video, I'm going to be talking about May 16th of 2025, a very recent date. That was a moderate risk that was full of tornadoes and destruction. I am going to be talking specifically about the Supercell that spawned the tornado that hit Linton and Bloomington and tore through Brown County. I personally chased that storm when it was first starting. I hit the river along the state border and I lost it. But luckily, one of our excellent team members on Indiana Storm Chasers, Josiah Moss, was able to catch the actual tornado while it was impacting Linton. So this is what that video is going to be about. So grab a snack, grab a drink, whatever tickles your fancy, and enjoy. And have a safe day. Supercells. The king of all thunderstorms. Most of them don't produce tornadoes. The process in which they form is so incredibly complex that scientists still don't fully understand how it happens. Still, the four main ingredients are generally needed for them to form: shear, lift, instability, and moisture. And on May 16th, all of them were there. Shear, both directional and speed. Slower surface winds out of the southwest under a faster jet stream out of the west. Lift, both subtle prefrontal confluence and a strong cold front moving in from the west. Instability, 3,000 joules of mixed layer cape from daytime heating. And moisture, dew points surging into the 60s by the lower level jet from the south. As these parameters coalesced, towering cumulus began to grow over southern Missouri. If you look closely, you can see how the updrafts gently spin as they build upwards, before reaching the equilibrium level, a point in which the rising parcel of air becomes stable. The updraft then spreads out, creating what we know as the anvil. In some cases, the updraft is so strong it can continue rising until it runs into the tropopause, which is the lower part of the stratosphere. As the first storms began, St. Louis was one of the first to be impacted. A tornado tracked through the city for 23 miles as an EF3. The storm soon dissipated outside of the city, only for our storm to manifest to its southeast, near Effingham, Illinois. The storm loomed on the horizon, only recognized as a darkening mass slowly widening. The storm was anemic, lacking a typical large, stout flanking line. But a large inflow tail can be seen, indicating ample streamwise vorticity in the area, which aids in tornadogenesis and mesocyclonic maintenance. The storm soon cycled through a wall cloud, leaving a wide RFD gust front along its heels, ominously pointing towards the belly of the beast. A clear slot can be seen here, wrapping around the wall cloud on the horizon, which usually indicates that the mesocyclone is intensifying and organizing. The road network here had other plans for my chase though. A river stood between me and the storm, without a bridge for miles. It was unfortunately the end of the chase. At least, for me. As the Supercell eventually crossed the Wabash River and into Indiana, the tornado touched down, dancing like a ghost of destruction, both mesmerizing and terrifying. A faint vortex manifests on the ground as it struggles to form. Violent motion can be seen, writhing beneath a textbook example of a wall cloud, like a finger of death scraping across the earth. Horizontal vortices curl chaotically, taking the shape of a dead man walking. Violent clashes of updrafts and downdrafts twist and contort the funnel as debris is effortlessly picked up and thrown vertically. A destructive rear inflow jet can be seen ripping into the rear of the tornado vortex at ground level, feeding the tornado. Storm chasers call it the ghost train. As the tornado crossed to the north, violent, rotating clouds of debris can be seen raining down from the sky. Needless to say, Josiah Moss, one of our team members of Indiana Storm Chasers, has witnessed a once-in-a-lifetime experience, being up close in person with one of Mother Nature's most terrifying displays of power. As the tornado churns away from another video shot from a viewer, we can catch an incredibly rare glimpse of a positively charged lightning bolt shooting out of the side of the tornado. The tornado eventually moved into Bloomington, hitting the south side of town with estimated winds of 128 miles per hour. A sinister funnel hovers over the landscape, destroying everything it touches. Debris can be seen being lifted and thrown effortlessly, like a child and its playthings. Months later, scars can still be vaguely seen throughout the city. Trees snapped, entire metal structures bent, and lives forever changed. As the tornado continued its path of destruction, Brown County was next. A phenomenon known as a hail spike can be seen on radar, which is the radar beam reflecting off of large hail within the storm. In this instance, though, it isn't hail. It's debris, likely trees being ingested into the mesocyclone within the updraft of the storm. Entire forests forever changed by the unrelenting winds, as trees lay broken on the hillsides. A scar ripped into the earth can be seen from satellites, a humbling reminder of the impact that tornadoes can have. So, what can you do to stay safe when such a disaster strikes? Nowhere to go. Find the innermost room of where you live. Put as many walls between you and the outside as possible. Listen to warnings issued by the National Weather Service. Don't ignore them. Don't live in fear either, because knowing what to do, if the time comes, is crucial for your safety. And remember to stay aware, stay safe, and don't get twisted.